Alright, what's good, y'all? Today I'm gonna go over the Frieren crossover units. Since we have all their kits now, the part 1 and part 2 units, we got all 4 of them. So I figured I'll make a video similar to how I did with the Index crossover units that came out last month, or a couple weeks ago at this point. I thought I had fun making that video, so I thought, hey, let me do it with this one. It'll be pretty fun. But anyway, let's get into it. Alright, we got Frieren herself, the Slayer. Light Spirit, pretty good. Her slot 6/5 magic support and magic again. Or if you LB7 her, she gets a defense slot, which is really good. Her skill, she could heal on status ailments except for, the usual paralysis, seal, freeze, all that. And she could cleanse a damage res debuff for one random ally, which is really good. Because the only other unit that can do that is what? Kirisame, I believe. I think it's another unit that can cleanse deep damage res debuffs, but I'm not really sure. Her arts, pretty much she could just permanently buff her stats up to 60 and it's 10% each time she does it, which feeds directly into her true arts, because for 20 seconds her true arts, she gives all allies 6 arts per second, and allies whose HP is 10,000 or more, she gets an additional 2, so that's 8. That's 8 arts per second. Insane. It's type E, so you can't really stack that with Hoka because that would be broken and shit. And her super arts is for 20 seconds increases all light allies damage by 200%. And then light allies who have 10,000% HP or more gets an additional 200. So that's 400% damage for light allies. And with the just light spam they've been doing recently, like the last couple months was been light has been up, and light has just been getting everything. It's really insane. Her passives is whenever her HP is above 50%, all allies ignore defense, which is really good. She increases damage against demons, because she fucking hates demons, by 50%. She gets an additional 3 arts, which is crazy. So I think in total she gets what, 11 arts, not counting her no, if you count her true weapon, she gets 13 arts per second, which is ridiculous. And talking about true weapon, magic for 60 seconds, 60-second cooldown, whatever. For 10 seconds reduces enemies damage rate by 20%. If the user is light, it's an additional 10%, and if the user is a spirit, it's an additional 10%. So that's 40% damage res down for the enemy. And when it's equipped by Frieren, she increases her own HP by 30% and she gets 2 arts per second. So yeah, she's getting 13 arts per second if you have her true equip on her. Just fucking crazy. Yeah, she's amazing. I'm pretty sure everybody already said this, but yeah, Frieren is insane. One of the best units in the game for sure. It's for everyone, even if you're new and you're just starting, oh, you love the Frieren anime and you want to get her, she's amazing. She could just throw her on any team. If you have, I don't know, let's just say you got, you got Frieren, you got Heart, you got another ascending unit. Let's just say you got, you got War God Finn. You could throw War God Finn with her, throw Heart on there. She's really amazing, dude. She fits with any teams. Speaking about her teams, let me go up to there. One of her crazy teams, like I said, she could just fit on any team, but one of her best teams, I haven't seen anyone do it yet, but Mono Light Magic. So a team with Frieren, right? Makoto, Index, and Star God Lisa. That team right there, I want to see that team. That magic damage is gonna go so damn stupid, because Makoto hits a freight train with magic. This is basically oh my god, it's gonna be so fun. I really want to get Makoto and Index now. I was gonna go for it to get Tomo because I didn't really have an ascended taunt tank, so I wanted to go for Tomo just because of that. But honestly, I really want to get Toma, and all of the magical Index units are good. All of them are really good, but Index and Makoto especially are insane for light magic. It's crazy. Another team you can run, speaking about light, is, what is it? It's her, right? So you got Frieren herself, Kenshin, and Saitama. If Man, I didn't pull either of them. I wish I did. If you have them two, Kenshin and Saitama, that's like Shaq and Kobe of like the light physical. Like it's insane. Like them two together is stupid as hell. And then you can run like I don't know, like BF Emperor. Like it's ridiculous. Like Light is just stacked, man. I don't know what to say. Light is broken as fuck. And that's not even talking about the other light units you could have. Like you could run Summer Chloe, because she's also a light unit. I think Nonon also gives light magic. You got Young Islid. Like Light is just so fucking stacked, dog. It's insane. The amount of teams and shit, like Frieren is gonna be just amazing for a long time. But the amount of teams you can come up with just her alone is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, moving on from Frieren, we got Stark. He also came out with her. Stark is really good too. Stark is pretty straightforward. Okay, yeah, my fault. Recording issues, but yeah, 1,000 per second, really good, insane damage. You know, he'll do some pretty good break. It's not gonna be like oh my god break, but he'll do like really good, you know, break power. Super arts, 200k damage for 20 seconds. Reduce enemies' physical res by 150%. So mainly, what you want to do is you pop his super arts, and then you start stacking his true arts. Because if you use his super arts, it just resets. So you want to use super arts to get that damage res, that physical res down on the enemy. Pop his true arts, stack that, and then boom, you good to go. His passives, when he's near death for 20 seconds, increase all allies damage res by 50%, and they get 5 arts per second. Crazy, really good. That's the kind of thing with most of these like Frieren crossover units is they kind of all give arts, which is really good, honestly. His passives, he has the ratio passive that like Saitama has. Increase own damage by 3% per own 100% attack. Increases damage to enemies and break by 50%. And yeah, it's really good. His true arts, let me go over that. For 10 seconds, increases own physical damage by 50%. And additional, if he's, you know, if you're a fire unit, you get an additional 50% attack. And if it's equipped by Stark, he gets his accuracy by 30% up, and more arts, 2 arts per second, and he gets physical res 5%. So yeah, really good. The teams you can run Stark on, like I said, you can run him with just a generic team. You don't have to throw him on like mono fire. You could have like, so Stark, Shiro, I don't know, War God Fan, and like Hoka, I don't know, some like generic team like that. Or if you want to run more mono fire units, it could be what? You could have Stark, Sunraku, Valentine's Day, Priscilla, who else? Any other like fire unit that's there. One thing I will say though, if you want more break power, then you would run like Chloe, like the Ascendant Chloe, like our regular version. You just run her if you want more break power. So I will say that. But other than that, Stark is really good. Like the part 1 units are like really good just in general, so I think that's a really good thing they did. Right now, that's the part 1 units. Now we could talk about the part 2 units now. Who pretty, I read over their kit. They're really good. They're not, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, they're not as good as the part 1 units, but they're still really good. We're gonna talk about them right now. They do have some slight issues that I kind of like, why is that there? It kind of just holds them back for like no reason, but I'm gonna get into it. So we can start with Fern right now. She's a water human, 654, 6-star magic, 5-star support, 4-star magic, and if you LB7, she gets 4-star support. Did I say that right? I think I did. Hopefully I did. Okay, anyway. Skill, when her HP is about 50%, she gets 50 arts, and if it crits, she gets an additional 50 arts. Her regular arts increase all allies arts by 20, and for 30 seconds, all allies get 30% damage res. Really good. Her true arts, which is her entire thing, she gets 70,000 damage, max of 350,000 damage, and that ramps up. So every time you use her arts, she gets 70,000 damage. Well, every time you use her true arts, she gets 70,000 damage. So insane water damage potential. The only problem with that is you're locked into using that. Once you pop her true arts, you have to use her true arts only. If you use her arts or her super arts, it just resets, which is kind of bad. It's like combat form Milim. It's like combat form Milim if she was good. That's pretty. It's like she's a better combat form Milim, basically. I don't understand why it resets, because it's not like her arts is like broken and shit. If her arts gave her like like 400% damage, then yeah, I would kind of see that. But her arts just gives damage res, which is, it's good, but it's not game breaking. And then her super arts, what is it? Reduces enemies water res based on how high her current HP is, and that's maxed at 150%. So if you want to make use out of that, once you reach the boss, pop her super arts, boom, and then start stacking her true arts. That's pretty much what you want to do with her. Her passives, based on how high her HP is, she gets more crit. 80% up, she gets super crit by 30%. 50% up, she gets 100% crit. She gets, just like her, just like her master, she gets 50% damage against demons, and she gets water allies B output 10% up. Pretty good. Let's see, her true equip right here, it's stackable water damage, 40% max, which is really good. Like insane for some water magic builds. Her passive, when it's equipped by Frieren, she gets an additional 30%. What is it? 30% damage, and then skill CT speed 20%, and she gets magic res by 5%. Really good, all things considered. Now, in terms of her team, I would say, let me see, her team's water magic would go crazy because you do got some crazy options. So it would be Frieren, Beta, Star Sword, Zulin, Rosetta, and then original with Celia. Insane fucking team right here. The only problem with this is that Celia and Rosetta are not on global, so you're kind of, you're just sitting there. You can kind of get, you can kind of make do without both of them. Beta, I feel like, is 100% non-negotiable. You need Beta on that team. You either need Beta or Rosetta because they both give like crazy ass magic damage. I think Beta is like 350 magic damage. I don't know if that's for everybody. No, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. And Rosetta's also 300. It's either Rosetta's 300 or 200. But all I know is they damn near both give 600% water damage. It is fucking stupid. It is insane how much water damage that is. So that's why it's kind of like, you kind of need to have Beta or Rosetta. But Frieren on her own could still be pretty good. She's not like garbage without any of us. She's still pretty good on her own. It's just that, them two ladies right there, you need them. So yeah. Okay, so now we can talk about the final unit, Yubel. She's our Earth human. I'm gonna try to speed through this part because I had to record this part like 7 times because my app keep crashing. I think I need a new phone, but yeah, anyway. Yubel is an Earth human. Thank God they remembered Earth existed. She has 654 slots, magic, physical, and magic again, respectively. She gets if you get an LP7, she gets defense. Her entire thing, right? Cliff Notes version of her entire kit. She's a support unit. She gives, she reduces the enemy's damage res. She gives allies like arts per second. She decreases the enemy's crit res, kind of like Hoka. She gives accuracy. She reduces the enemy's earth res by 150. She's really good all in all. Like a nice little support unit. Her passives, she gives Earth allies 70% arts at the start of the quest. She gets 50% damage against humans. And she gets status ailment res by 30% except faint. Again, all in all, pretty good unit, right? There's nothing really in her kit that makes her seem like she has to be run on mono. Honestly, you could kind of run her like by herself, really, if you want that like crit res down and accuracy. So that kind of be really helpful. If you just want to run her just like in general, like just any team, if you just need just more support, I guess. I would say you could run her with Frieren, but like her and Frieren are both type E, so they will not stack. So I don't know, you could run just like a generic team, like I don't know, like War God Finn, like I said, War God Finn, Yubel, and like I don't know, like 2 other units. Nothing really says that she has to be running with Earth units. To get her passive though, you would have to be running her with Earth units. So talking about Earth units, again, she's not forced to be ran on Earth. Like she's not like, well, none of the units are really forced to be ran on Earth. It's like they're incentivizing you to be ran on Earth. Like Frieren, they're kind of incentivizing you. Like, hey, like, Frieren is fucking amazing, but if you're running her with other light allies, they get that additional 200 damage. You feel me? Like, none of them are really forced to be ran with light units. But Yubel, she's not forced neither. But if you wanna, because I did like what with the other units. I'm gonna just talk about her mono teams. Her like mono Earth again. It's just like it's just in a bad spot. I guess I could use this as an opportunity to just complain about mono Earth and how it needs more units. Like I don't know. Let's just say you have a team: Yubel, War God Finn, Veldora, and Evil Eye. That team will go crazy because you know the arts between Yubel and War God Finn. You know the damage res that Evil Eye is giving, and then the magic damage Veldora is doing. I feel like that team will go stupid. What would be another team? Like I don't know. It's not that many good ascended Earth units. Again, like Yubel, Volti. On JP they have their Dream Awakening, so like Volti LR and Heart, you know, the Earth Heart, you know, they both have their Dream Awakening, so they could cook. You know, who's another unit? Riviera, she just got her Dream Awakening on Global. She could be pretty good to run with her. Yeah, she's pretty straightforward. Like I don't really get why people don't really like. I guess because she's not really doing that much, but I mean she's giving the crit res down, you know. She's given accuracy. She's archgening. It's not as much as Frieren, but I don't know. It's something like if you stack that with War God Finn, and you know it'll be pretty good. I like her. I like her. I read through a kid. At first, I thought she had to be with like, you know, like you have to run her with mono Earth, but she doesn't really need that. Wait, did I talk about her equip? Okay, let me talk about her equip too. Reduces enemies Earth res by 30%. If she's human, reduce enemies magic res by 30%. If it's equipped by Yubel, own damage 30% and arts +2 per second, and she increased her physical res by 5. So yeah, like her equip, maybe you want to run her with Earth units. Well, I guess if you were going with mono Earth, then yeah, I could see it being a problem. 100% I could see it, cause mono Earth, I could throw it up on screen. Mono Earth is not really that as stacked as everyone else, bro. It's like I said, besides the 4 main units I just said, like War God Finn, Veldora, Evil Eye, and like, what is his name? Aaron's, like the other dragon, because he's magic too. Like, those are the main 4 that really work well with Evil Eye. With, I mean, not Evil Eye, Yubel. But even then, right? Evil Eye is an Archgener, but she's type E, so she won't stack with Yubel. Sigiri's also Archgener. She's type E, so she won't stack with Yubel. Uzu, I guess you can run Uzu with her pretty good if you just want to have like the Archgen or whatever. But I just want to focus on like magic damage. I mean, you can run Valentine's Lisa. You know, she's still pretty good. I didn't mention her. She's good too. Eleanor, I don't really know. Like Earth is so like on Global, the last ascended Earth unit was Veldora. If someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I deadass think it was Veldora, and that was like during the 6th anniversary on Global. That shit was far away as hell. So, yeah. My fault. I don't really know. I don't know. Like I don't know. But they need to do the next 3 Earth units. Like we need a HK Roy for Earth. We need a Hoka for Earth. We need Shiro for Earth. We need Beta for Earth. We need those type of units, bro. We need like like anything for Earth, bro. Earth just needs more units in general, dog. But yeah, that's it. Yubel, they're still good. Again, all the units I think are pretty good. Even Yubel. It's just the fact that I don't know. Maybe she should be given more stuff. I guess maybe. I don't know. I still like her though. She's pretty good. But yeah, like if you use her regularly, she's pretty good. If you want to use her like in a mono Earth, then yeah, I can see where there could be problems. But she's still good nonetheless. But anyway, that'll wrap up the video there. It's already too long. But let me know what y'all think. Crossover, I think this crossover is really good. It's really hype. I think the units are all still pretty good. They could have made part 2 better, but I don't know, they're not terrible still. It's like the index units. Like the index units are all still good. It's just like it wasn't the most hype. But yeah, that'll wrap up the video.